Hello, my name is Anna Cole, and this is my self-portrait project for Introduction to Humanities with Professor Rink. I feel that my selected pieces truly represent my identity, and I look forward to hearing back what I have in common with my classmates. This first piece I selected was called Game Changer and was created by a somewhat anonymous street artist known as Bansky. Bansky is most known for his street art, but during the pandemic, he switched his medium from spray paint to oil paint to create this piece in honor of healthcare heroes. It was completed in 2020 and was mailed into Southampton General Hospital as a gift in hopes of bringing some positivity to the healthcare heroes during such a trying time. It is now valued at over $5 million. In this piece, you can see that the young boy has many superheroes to play with in the basket. He has Superman and an additional superhero, but instead he chooses to play with and lift up the nurse figure. The social angle is body and mind in relation to health, as well as memory, history, and generational identity, as the coronavirus will most definitely leave an impression on society. A fun fact is that the nurses were very inspired by this piece, and proceeds went directly to healthcare efforts. Like this young child, nurses have always been my heroes. As a child, I spent most days playing dress up as a nurse, and today I am on the path to becoming one myself. I believe that nurses are real game changers as they impact the lives of so many. Socially, this piece boosted morale and has a positive reflection of our healthcare heroes. The second piece I chose that represents me is Girls at the Piano, which was created by Auguste Renoir in 1892 using the medium oil on canvas. The location of its first presentation was Musée du Luxembourg. This piece is an example of the domestic lifestyle that young girls were expected to live during the 1800s. As you can see in the piece, young girls are expected to wear long dresses and live a graceful, quiet lifestyle. Girls at the Piano provides insight to the domestic lifestyle of the 1800s in which women were expected to live. The French government offered Renoir the opportunity to create this piece to be placed in a museum for artists that were still living. Renoir was not yet satisfied with his piece and believed it was not perfect. As a result, he recreated it several times, and there are now almost 5 replicas of the piece painted by Renoir himself. The social angle is body and mind. These young girls look very relaxed as they practice the piano. The bright colors in this piece are consistent with the joy the girls experience from playing the piano and the happiness that music brings to many. I enjoy playing the piano also and find it a great way to relieve stress. This piece represents me as I have a passion for playing the piano. I started playing the piano in the 2nd grade, and this piece reminds me of when I was a young girl reading music with the help of my piano teacher standing over me. Music, specifically the piano, is a significant part of my life. I often visit retirement homes to spread the joy of music and enjoy seeing elders' faces light up. The third piece of art that represents me is the Vitruvian Man by Leonardo da Vinci that was completed in the year of 1487 with the medium of pen and ink on paper. This piece is located in Galleria di Accademia, Venice, Italy. The social angle is body and mind as Leonardo made an everlasting discovery on human anatomy that influenced today's anatomy and physiology teachings. So much more well known for his other pieces. However, this piece had an immense interest on the anatomy of physiology and had a significant impact. Leonardo was not known for his anatomical drawings until much later after his death. Leonardo began studying with Marchiotto Tori when he gained access to cadavers to make dissections and create anatomical pieces. The piece shows a man in a position that is very similar to what we consider to be anatomical position today, except in anatomical position today, the arms would be placed at the side. Leonardo shows the equilibrium and balance of the structure of humankind within the Vitruvian Man. The magnificent symmetry of humans is also shown. This represents me because I have an immense interest in anatomy and physiology. I also love to draw anatomical figures, whether it be for fun or for learning purposes. Right now, I'm actually working on an anatomical drawing of the heart where I am labeling each structure. Leonardo da Vinci is one of my greatest inspirations, and his impact in the world of anatomy is still present today. The Hernando de Soto Bridge was designed by George S. Morrison and was completed in 1973. The bridge is a double-arch bridge and is made of steel, with the piers being made of concrete. It spans a total length of 9,432 feet and crosses from Memphis to Arkansas within the Mississippi Ridge through Interstate 40. A fun fact about this bridge is that it's actually in the shape of an M to stand for Memphis, which tells you a lot about how much pride and how grateful Memphians are for their city. This bridge was named after Hernando de Soto, who was the first European to actually see the muddy Mississippi River. The Hernando de Soto Bridge represents me because I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and lived there up until I attended USF in Tampa to pursue my career in nursing. The Memphis Bridge represents my upbringing and love for the city of Memphis where I grew up. It is significant to me because my family still lives there, and every time I come to visit and descend down on the plain, I see the bridge and am reminded of them. Impression Sunrise shows the ports of Le Havre at sunrise. It was completed in the year of 1872. The medium used was oil on canvas, and it was first presented at what came to be known as the Exhibition of Impressionists located in Paris, France. The social angle is nature and culture, and this piece brought to life a dearly loved area that many people enjoyed visiting. This piece captured natural beauty and environment and reflected the natural world for ever-changing modern art. It depicts two small rowboats with an orange tint that reflects the sky and water. The background of the piece shows an outline of ships. As you can see, the ships are pretty small and hard to make out, and this is why Impression Sunrise was criticized as an unfinished piece, because the pictures of the ships were very hard to see. The original title of the piece was actually Marina, but this was also criticized because it required too much interpretation. Monet then changed the name to Impression Sunrise. This piece represents me because my favorite thing to do is watch the sunrise at the ocean. The time that I spend watching the sunrise brings me immense peace and is a time for my personal reflection. Though not the determining factor of why I chose to go to USF, I love the idea of getting to live near the beach and experience such natural beauty. This is my works cited page. Thank you for watching my presentation.